Hello. Hey, welcome back. I recently posted a video where I was going through some guitar sounds, but the speakers were right here next to me. It was the head and cab, so it's this head here through a 65 amps cab. But that, that was with the cab right next to me, so you're just hearing it on the camera microphone. So what I did was I put the cab downstairs like I do when I record, and it's got a 57 on it, just a microphone on the cab, miking up the blue speaker, the Alnico Blue. And I figured I'd show you some sounds there. Yeah, so you could hear kind of what it sounds like mic'd up. So this is just straight in, no pedals. I'll just give you an idea of kind of what the amp sounds like. So you can tell I've got it where it's clean enough that if I needed to like pick apart, you can get just a real basic kind of clean tone if you need that. That's in there, but then if you need to dig in, that's all there too. Okay, so that's the clean or the sound with no pedals. Now we'll add in the my first thing in the pedal board, like gain staging wise, is this diamond compressor. So yeah, so here's what that sounds like. May not always be able to tell on a video like this kind of what that compressor is doing. It's something that you'll feel kind of under your fingers, but I like the EQ shaping. I like that it'll sustain some notes a little longer, so that's great. Okay, next in the chain is the RC booster. So real quick, back to the amp with no pedals. Now I'm going to step on the RC. So you can tell it just gets a little bit more, gets fatter, dirtier. It's such a great boost pedal. And I love I use the bass and treble a lot on that, just shaping. If I'm tracking and it's just like too muddy of a part, I'll just take all the bass out or a lot of the bass out. And that seems to fix a lot of problems when you're tracking something. If there's no clarity, you just roll that bass out of that pedal or add a little top end is great. So I like pedals where you can mess with the EQ because I'm constantly playing with that. I'll even do it on my guitar a lot where I'll just roll the tone knob off either a little bit or all the way, or just kind of depends. So there's that RC booster. Oh, sorry, this is the clean sound. Here it is with the RC booster. Now the other thing I'll do is I'll stack the diamond compressor with the RC. So this is both of them together. Add a little top end back in. And if I feel like that's not jangly enough, back to that EQ, I can bump that EQ a touch. Right now it's just at noon, but I could like just nudge it over. So that would kind of do something like this. All just EQ shaping. I'm constantly playing with that stuff live. I'm playing with it in the studio. All right, so those are those two pedals. Next up would be the Analog Man, King of Tone. I'm using that yellow side a lot. Rarely do I use the red side. All right, so back to the amp, just the amp. All right, here's the King of Tone. Now, a lot of times I'm stacking more pedals. So if I'm stacking the RC booster with it, it would sound like this. All right, so you can see how that's getting dirty. That's plenty. Most of the time, you don't need any more gain than that. I mean, it depends on what kind of music you're playing. But for what the kind of music I play, rarely do I need more gain than that. So I will even combine the Diamond, the RC, and the Analog Man, which will sound like this. All right, so you can kind of hear how I'm setting those gain stages. It's a lot of, it's mostly barely dirty playing, kind of clean, barely broken up kind of tones. That's mostly what I'm going for. But every once in a while, you need all those stacked together. So that's kind of my main gains. And then lastly, the full drive pedal, which it's the full drive 2. It's good for that kind of mid-push tube screamer thing if you need something that pokes out, which sometimes in the mix, I'll step on a few pedals and I'll be playing like a part, like up high. And if I can't, it feels like it's just not cutting through the mix quite right, I'll hit that full drive and it kind of gives it just a different EQ shape, which is nice. So here's the full drive. Here's the, well, actually, let's start with the, this is just the amp. With the full drive. And then again, I add it, I'll combine it with like something like, let's try the RC booster with it. Now it's already, the full drive definitely compresses a little bit, so take that in consideration. But I love it for something, you know, if you needed something up high that was like really driving. Okay, so you can kind of hear what that full drive does. It's got some great, just if you need that aggression, a little bit of that kind of mid. When I say mid, I mean like EQ wise, the kind of that. It's a different sound than just some of the other pedals. All right, so there's the kind of the gain stage setup. Another pedal I was using a lot in the studio was this Emperor pedal from JHS. So here's the clean sound again, and here's the Emperor. add in a little bit of the compressor. So you can hear, I'll turn the depth up a little bit, you can hear what that pedal's doing. I'll turn the depth back down a little bit. It's such a great pedal, you can just make it very subtle or really extreme. That's the vibrato setting. I'll add in a little reverb sometimes. I'll kind of clean it up, maybe just a little bit. So you can hear what that vibrato just does such a nice thing. You can add a little delay. Great pedal. Also good for muted stuff if you want that little bit of verb and a compressor kind of thing like that. Let's turn it up a little bit more to give it a little bit more wiggle. I want a little less of that verb. You can just hear what that does in there. It's so nice. All right, moving on. So delays and reverbs. I mainly used. I've got 3 delays set up right now for this kind of studio setup: Strymon Timeline, Deluxe Memory Man, and the Strymon L Cap. I'll kind of show you what those are doing. So the timeline, I usually just use like it's just a few options. That's kind of like the tape or the digital, because I have the kind of analog thing on the board with the Memory Man. But digital would sound like this. So there's that digital sound. Memory Man. got such good repeats on it. I'll turn them up so you can really hear. All right, so there's that Memory Man. And then I was using the El Capistan a lot. Gonna hear what this sounds like. Let's see. So the El Cap has such a good, it's just different from the Memory Man. So I'll show you kind of how I use that. Great pedal, just so nice. You could have that pedal and just literally record an entire record with just the El Capistan. It's just so good. Okay, so there's those basic 3 delays that I was using, and then I'll use the Quartz timer sometimes to send BPMs to 2 different delays. So I'll give like the El Capistan a quarter note and give the Memory Man a dotted eighth, and that would sound like. So you can hear them kind of moving together. Turn some of these repeats down. So you can kind of hear how those are dancing together. And last but not least, the reverbs. I've got this RV5 that I use a bunch. Okay, the Blue Sky. I also use this pedal for reverb sounds. I'll kind of show you what that does. All right, so you can kind of see what the Blue Sky does. Yeah, those are all the sounds, kind of the drive tones, the delays and reverbs, and a little bit of modulation. And that's kind of what I'm, kind of where I'm living right now with those sounds. Yeah. So thanks for watching. And man, I really enjoy reading through comments you guys have, questions, thoughts, anything. If you got ideas for something else you'd like to see, I love some input there on what, how I could best serve you guys. If there's something you want to hear or something you would like to know or learn, I enjoy doing this. So just let me know, and yeah, we'll keep at it here. Thanks for watching.